Welcome everyone to more G League action today between Tongfu versus Vici Gaming. Tongfu got a default win because Vici Gaming were late for the first game, so the score stands at 1-0 now towards Tongfu's favor. And my name is Winter. I'll be joined by 1437 again today. Hello, buddy. You there?
Yep, here I am. Oh man, how terrible for VG Gaming actually. What did they say was the reason?
Have you ever heard like a team in China late for a LAN event of this scale?
I think there was one team. Who was that? Oh wait, wasn't it Rising Stars who had like Miracle Late or something, or Ace League or something like that? But apart from that, I don't think I've ever heard such thing. Like, these teams normally go there like a few hours earlier, but I don't know what happened with VG. Do you know what the reason was?
They were stuck in traffic, the admin says.
Oh god, okay, probably, I don't know. Like, actually, I know what traffic is like in freaking China. You can easily not find a cab for like an hour, so makes sense. But unfortunate for BG, they are down one game, which, you know, that it makes everything really interesting, Winter, because like for both of these teams, this is a tournament line, and BG must be feeling the pressure right now. Like, this could easily be just a 20-minute game, you know, by Tongfu, some kind of crazy push strat come out from them. We've seen it before, and just that's it. And that's it. The best of 3 is over.
Yeah, but Vici Gaming were the favorites for this matchup. Like, everyone was rooting them to win the matchup 2-0, and like you said, the pressure could get to them after losing the first game because you were late. Obviously, people will get unhappy about it, and if Tongfu does something with a all-in type of Necrobook push or anything like that, and Vici Gaming loses, wow, this is going to be really, really bad. Really, really unfortunate for them.
Someone says my mic is wrong. Something wrong with my mic. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I'll try recalling. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me call you. Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Well.
Yeah, it's better now. It was like a bit robotic before.
Oh, you should have probably told me that. Right?
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
I was actually trying to change. I was trying to change my Skype settings. I thought it was like me, so I didn't really ask you to do anything.
Like the connection between you know,
alright,
Malaysia and Canada, and yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the game now. That's all figured out. So Tongfu with the Clockwork Rubik and BG with the Bristleback Maiden. It's something very standard from BG. Like, this is their style so far. The Maiden Bristleback. This is what they're comfortable with and confident with. So looks like they're getting into their zone from the beginning here. Winter, not playing around whatsoever.
And you know what? I feel like ROTK, the way he picks the heroes for himself, the number one priority of hero for him is, like, at the moment, is Slug. If there's no Slug in the game, he will go for the Bristleback, and Clockwork is actually his third priority. It goes down this way, and the Timbersaw will be the fourth one. He will always go for Bristleback and Slug in front, ahead of everyone.
Yeah, and Tongfu is one of those teams who's really good with Slug as well, I believe. So both of these teams, whoever gets Slug, they probably feel like it's kind of a free win for the other. Or, like, not a free win, but the highest possible chance for them to win with.
And you know, Tongfu, they don't really do off-lane Slug. If they pick Slug, they pick it on the safe lane, and it's a huge difference the way they play it compared to Vici Gaming. They want to give Slug a lot of farm, but Vici Gaming is just having Slug as a utility hero, and you catch up later during the midpoint, not giving the Slug a good start. So these two teams play the Slug very, very differently.
Yeah. This is gonna be really interesting. But yeah, like you said earlier, I mean, BG are, you know, thought to win this game 2-0, but anything can happen, man. When you're down one game and you didn't even get to play the game, that's the sad part. Like, anything can happen, and we will see just that.
Yeah,
But
it affects your mental state as well.
mm-hmm. Kunkka being picked up from Vici, and they ban out the little cheesy Pengna there too. Like Tongfu is the kind of team who's always looking to play that Pengna to try and do some kind of crazy push with Joe, and so good choice to ban out the Pengna, I think.
Were you casting the game with me where Tongfu did 4 Necrobooks against a OD and a Chen? Not a very good
No.
idea. No? Wasn't you?
What happened?
Man, they lost the game against an OD and a Chen. Chen can always steal one of the Necrobooks, and
Oh,
OD just basically BKB
two shot them?
and kills all your Necrobooks.
No, I wasn't there to cast that game. I think you did that with Shatan, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Man, that wasn't a really good decision. They even got Necrobook on their Life Stealer. Life Stealer gets a Necrobook. Man.
It's like the worst decision you can make, I think, against a Chen.
Oh no.
And Lightstealer, they're gonna pick it up.
Life Stealer.
Speaking of,
I hope they don't go down that route again.
what do you think? Like the interaction between Lightstealer and Bristleback is like. You think Lightstealer actually does something to Bristleback, or he just turns around and just absolutely does?
Yeah, the thing is with Lifestealer versus Bristleback, I feel like Bristleback cannot take a man fight in front. You can't really fight the Lifestealer because of Fizz, and you need to have your back constantly face at him to take less damage. So I feel like depending on the situation, Bristleback works. The Bristleback will work differently. I feel Bristleback you can't use it to just go ahead and fight in front. I don't think Bristleback can win the Lifestealer if you are talking about both of them going right clicking on each other.
Head.
Yeah.
But I think the physical damage stacked up from the
Quill Spray?
Quells could potentially do more damage than Lifestealer can, I think.
Yeah, and in a fight, Lifestealer needs to use his rage to kill heroes, and if Bristleback can tank against the Lifestealer until his rage is down, Bristleback's teammate will be able to take down the Lifestealer. So I believe the interaction between these two heroes are very different in the fight. One is as a tanker, the other guy
Viper.
yeah, Lifestealer is for killing heroes. So you are thinking
Yeah.
that Vici Gaming are going to go for, or you're thinking
Tongfu.
Tongfu will go for Viper against Bristleback?
Yeah. For some reason, like, I'm having some deja vus here of like, I don't know. I think there was a game where it was against LGD and VG, and
Yeah.
it was something very similar where I think it was LGD who had Kunkka Bristleback, and they got pwned by a Lifestealer Viper. Almost the same exact lineup ish.
So it'll be similar to LGD's lineup as well, like boat and call down, but this time even more greedy. Bristleback as their third carry, so even more farm. Well, that could be really interesting. Like the Bristleback would be the one, he just needs to take fire, draw attention, and Kunkka will come in with the boat, Gyro will come in with the call down. Potentially could be a very devastating fight for Vici Gaming. What do you think they should do right now to deal with the so much AoE coming out from Vici Gaming? Do you think they resort to split pushing with a Prophet?
No,
or
I
they...
don't really think Tongfu's that kind of team, like that split push. They're more of the whole
fight.
Let's go fight team. Yeah, I think oh, okay, they're going for the Luna instead, so most likely not going to be a Viper game.
Lifestealer versus Kunkka solo mid, I think.
That's actually a pretty good lane for a Lifestealer.
Yeah.
I think the Lifestealer will get harassed out, but the idea is that if any hero goes to mid lane for the Lifestealer, they can get an easy kill on the Kunkka. Because Kunkka, he has Torrent, he has a lot of health, but that could also backfire for him against the Lifestealer. And obviously he's a melee hero, so he's always gonna be able to get that level 1 wounds off when the Kunkka goes up for a last hit.
Yeah,
So
and
smoke ganks.
there's still an Enchantress in the pool. Like I feel Enchantress could be useful to deal with the Bristleback as well. Like, and you can use the Enchantress to assert your early game domination against Vici. So the Enchantress could be a very strong pickup here for Tongfu to complete their lineup. And however, for Vici Gaming, they will need another support, so they'll be going for the Bane. Bane really good against Lifestealer, the Enfeeble, and the Fiend's Grip. And the Nightmare as well can be used defensively to protect your teammates.
I like it. This Bane pickup was, I think, was brilliant. It's gonna do so much against Lifestealer, and then obviously against Lifestealer, Bane is like absolutely amazing because the moment he rages, he can just use the grip, and I think Lifestealer's life is like over. And against the Luna too, late game Enfeeble for the pushes, and you're right, it's an Enchantress.
Yeah, you were talking about the Bane. I feel it could go both ways. You look at Tongfu's lineup, it's actually it's the Rubik, and secondly, there's 3 heroes to cancel your ultimate if you don't have a BKB. And if you're getting your ultimate cancel and Rubik steals it, means your Bristleback or your Gyrocopter is gonna go down.
You know what, Winter? It's gonna come down to whichever team has the more farm going into these fights. Because if Tongfu is really far ahead, then that's possible. But if it's like, I think even if it's like 50-50, this Rubik might not even be able to enter the team fights. Whereas Bane, he can be really smart with how he casts his spells. He can just early game just use the sleep and people, and then whenever he feels that the Rubik will be zoned out by Kunkka, Garo, or Bristleback, then he can cast his ultimate. Like, a lot of people think that the Rubik just straight up counters the Bane, but I think it's all gonna come down to the decision making from the Bane in these team fights, and obviously the farm difference between both.
Yeah,
it's when they're ahead.
I strongly agree with you. Where having the Tidebringer Splash, Flat Cannon, Call Down, and the boat, the Rubik is gonna have a very tough time trying to get near to steal the.
And this is a 5 Rubik, so like he's not gonna probably have much unless they take a lot of towers early game.
I think he has to build a dagger. I don't think a Force Staff would make the cut for him to be in position to steal the Fiend's Grip and return it towards the Bristleback or the Kunkka.
You know what's even better than Fiend's Grip, right? I think Kunkka, Bolt, and perhaps actually Call Down is too difficult to steal, but I think the Kunkka Bolt is gonna be. Kunkka Bolt is one of those spells that could be stolen quite easily if the Kunkka doesn't start with X. Like if he doesn't start with X into Bolt into Torrent, then it's gonna be easy to steal. But if he does, then
if it's the standard way, like X mark level 2, X mark Torrent, boat, your boat is always gonna get stolen. If you're going to do the X mark into boat and into Torrent, most likely your boat will be safe because the last spell is the Torrent. Depending on how quick the Rubik is to steal the spell.
Yeah. Like if it were up to me and I was the Rubik, I would probably try and look for the moment the Kunkka is casting his boat.
Yeah, but the problem is he's gonna be casting it from way back.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the Rubik's job basically. Like, it's gonna be difficult, but if he can do that, it's gonna be really good. Because if you steal your opponent's bow and you throw it out, you basically cancel out probably VG's most key spell, I would say.
Yeah. Before the game starts, we'll welcome everyone to the second. This is actually the first game, but Tongfu got a default win because VG was late for the first game. So Tongfu leads the series 1-0 right now. On the Radiant side, we have VG FY, the support, playing the Crystal Maiden. Super will be playing the Kunkka. Syla will be on the Gyrocopter. Fenrir will be on the all-important Bane. And ROTK, the captain, would be handling the Bristleback.
Alright, and here on Tongfu's side, we got Tongfu Captain Joe playing the Luna. ZSMJ playing Enchantress. Moo on the Lifestealer, most likely to go mid lane, I believe here. Sunshine playing the Rubik, and Kabu on the Clockwork. Signature Clockwork, they say. So, looking forward to that. And 5-man coming from VG up here.
They want to place a ward for ROTK. We have seen this time and time again. They just want to place a ward on the off lane for ROTK. Where is the ward going to be? Look at Fenrir. Just keep close tabs on Fenrir. Are they going to get a pick off here?
They might actually want to get some move. Okay, alright, this is just a... What if he skilled Goo right there and then just gooed him
I was thinking whether he was gonna get him if he skilled his Nasal Goo, but
he would have. I think he would have. It's a 20% slow, and that's good enough but I don't think it would have been perhaps worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, easy sentry coming out from the Enchantress here, just to take out that ward. I don't know about that ward, man. What do you think? Like, that looks so questionable, that ward.
I didn't like that ward as well. I would rather them place it. I was thinking they were gonna place it in like all those normal positions here, either here, or one
Like,
more
Instead
here.
of blocking a camp,
Yeah.
like, Enchantress has way too many camps he can just, get stuff from. Like, instead of blocking a camp, I think if they just give vision of the Enchantress in the jungle, like, and they make Tongfu think that they blocked the camp, it would have been much, much better. But now ROTK won't have any vision on top lane, and this could be questionable for him because every game normally he does have this vision, and since he does in this game,
He
there's
just
some
needs to
chances.
find a hiding spot. Like now he has an invis rune, he just needs to find somewhere to hide and take levels, maybe.
Oh, I think he wants to be in there to cast some quells and just harass the Luna. Hiding probably won't provide the best. It's still gonna be a free farm for Luna, right? I think the key thing about Bristleback is he can actually apply pressure onto the opponent's carry.
Yeah, he can apply a lot of pressure as soon as his quill spray reaches level 2 or even level 3. The carry would have to been forced to use a lot of consumables if RTK just runs up and tries
Look at
to
this creep up mid.
tries
You
to
see
trade.
this?
Ursa,
Do you see this?
the hell bear
creep
smasher.
up. Super can't go up to the creeper because he's afraid of getting clapped if he does.
Yeah,
He's trying to aggro some creeps.
he's losing a
Oh.
lot of farm that way.
Yeah, he's getting zoned out by a Hellbear Smasher, and Super's losing the creeps because like he had a wave and a half pushing
Mhm.
into next, and everything just got denied straight up. The Hellbear Smasher doing work, man, without being in the lane. The Enchantress.
Yeah, that was a really annoying hell bear smasher indeed.
Looks like ZSMJ wants to try for a wants to try for a gank. He has a Troll Trapper, and then he'll probably take the Centaur here and go smoke up. He's got 2 smokes already. Like this just shows they want to apply a lot of pressure onto the mid lane. Rubik, they're moving together now and smoke. You know what's interesting? Like they don't know if there's a word like right here, like on the hill. You know what I mean? And they just smoked right there. So a bit.
Super might be in trouble here.
Looks like they want to go for Bristleback instead. They know Super is gonna play so far back because of what the lane is. They just go for the Bristleback maybe.
Maybe they just dive super because like they can start off with the open wounds and the lifesteal can tank.
They can,
Yeah,
yes,
can
yes.
tank
Maybe
everything
when
up.
he goes for this creep, yeah. When he goes for this creep, stop.
Wow.
No.
No, that was like
God, that was disgusting. Super juking up and down with that, and Moo just totally gave it away. The moment that he got into the tower range, he gave away what the game plan was, and that's gonna be a smoke wasted. I think it's so risky, man. Like, it's done so many times that people just know. Like the mid players, they just know when it's coming.
yeah, you do the same thing over and over again. Everyone will know what's coming, and they can even just sense around the 2 to 3 minute mark. There's always a smoke gang coming from the supports, especially your Enchantress. And looking at the lanes now, Lifestealer is definitely still having the upper hand against the Kunkka, so mid lane will be won by Tongfu. The safe lane is about the same, 23 on the Luna, 20 on the Gyro. But if you compare the XP on the Bristleback and the XP on the Clockwork right now, it's actually almost the same. And Clockwork actually has some... He actually blocked the creep behind with his cogs, but in the end, Bristleback still managed to get about the same amount of experience with the Clockwork compared to the Clockwork. So
Yeah,
that was just a very good play by RTK.
Bristol
Getting some-
Maiden and Bane smoking up here.
Yeah, level 3 on the Bane, level 3 on the Maiden as well. So this is going to be a really good time. 2 spells on the Bane, 2 spells on the Maiden. Kabu going to reveal the smoke here.
Super.
The ward is going to get spotted, going to spot the 2 supports out. That's just a very good positioning by Kabu.
Like,
He revealed the smoke, just like how Ohio did
tell,
the other
man,
game.
how ineffective these smokes have become. Like as every game goes by, like for Chinese teams, they tend to use a lot of smokes early game for ganks and stuff with the 2 supports, but they become so ineffective. I think the better way is just sit back and farm in the jungle and just never show up on the map. And just by doing that, Tongfu will think that, or Vici, whatever it is, team will think that you're getting ganked.
Yeah, like you talked about it before. You were bottom lane. They're gonna use a nightmare on Kabu. Teleport in from Mu. Gonna slow down the Crystal Maiden perhaps with his face
He has
boots.
boots though.
Oh wow,
It's just gonna.
that is just a wasted teleport by the Lifestealer. But they're gonna deny the tower. Okay, still alright.
That's a good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
it was probably worth it because like the sleep could look like they could go in or take the tower. So nice deny. And if they're gonna get this tower top, that's a huge victory for Tongfu actually. Because now Vici don't even have a tower that they can take to balance off the tower that they lost on top. Because bottom was denied. So really nice for Tongfu here.
yeah, indeed.
And super, look at him, man. He's so behind in this lane because of that early game Helber Smasher just giving the Nyx a huge advantage on mid lane.
And not only that, we were talking about how the natural advantage of Lifestealer versus Konka will be. So he's really having a tough time, and he has another problem as well. He can't rely on the rotation on the supports to try and get the Lifestealer because
Of rage.
they just can't kill him with those two supports. The Maiden and the
No.
Bane. Until the Bane reaches level 6, they can't really make any rotations to try and kill
And
him.
he's not even close to level 6, so.
Yeah, he's only level 3.
They can try with a sleep into Torrent bot, but even then I feel this Lifestealer might just invest the creep and you'll be like, huh, what now? And
Yeah.
like it'd be hard.
There's too many ways of the
But then try
Lifestealer.
I'll take it with DD though.
Oh no,
could
both!
be different.
Both! Torrent as well, gonna hit on Mu! Okay, that's the way you kill him.
Okay.
That is the way you kill
Alright.
him. Wow, that was
Alright, that was legit.
that was really good.
Yeah, you don't even start with sleep. You don't even start with that. And just freaking start with bolt right into the torrent and just burst in. Wow.
Oh, that was
very
just
good.
really good from Super.
Oh
And
yeah.
the ward is gonna get spotted out by Tongfu. Tongfu knows that a ward just got placed there. Sentry ward still on ZSMJ. They're gonna be able to deward this as soon as ZSMJ
You
wants to
think,
go
like,
over.
You think like maybe if Mu was quick enough, he could have raged that because it looked like the bolt was coming. You know, like you probably saw the bolt, right? So
No, I don't think you will see the boat. Like he got torrent, and because Super casted the boat first before casting torrent, so as long as you get the torrent on the Lifestealer, he's gonna get hit by the boat for sure.
what I was thinking was like you still have like 1 second or something like that, or half a second.
I think he did it perfectly though. I'm not very sure. I thought it was perfect. Like the
It
Lifestealer
was just
couldn't have
casted
that.
from the fog, so we'll do
Yeah,
anything.
and it was casted from the fog, so
But nicely done. Making up for the fact that they got the tower bottom denied, and Super, he's taking some damage here, but nope, just gonna back off. And there's a ward now too, watching the Bane. It'll be good enough, at least.
yeah. Tongfu is taking a significant lead still, like 1,500 gold advantage here, even if the tower was like 1-1 because they denied their own and they got the top tier 1. So 1-0, but Tongfu is still leading in the gold graph, and XP graph says that Vici is leading by 750 experience right now. And ROTK is gonna start stacking here. There's only currently 2 stacks of ancients, probably he'll look to get more in the future. That is gonna be his ticket to getting back into levels, getting back all his levels, and Kabu will be relying on his teammates giving him a free lane or getting kills. There's no way a Clockwork can do the ancients or jungle. Smoke up maybe on Tongfu? Are they gonna smoke up and infest into someone? Yes, they will. 3 heroes smoke up here. The Enchantress, the Rubik, and the Lifestealer are going to look to set up a gank. Clockwork is going to rotate towards bottom lane again, waiting for his backup to arrive.
Huh.
Lifestealer is going to lead the charge. He's going to lead the charge. Bane might be the one caught out here. They are actually playing really safe.
Mid lane instead.
No,
Super.
Super.
My goodness, he's gonna walk right into them.
The boat. He gets lifted, throws him back. The throw and snare as well. Super's really
tanked because of the boat, man.
the boat.
Wow. But
Finally gonna go down. Joe
just
gonna
missed
finish him with a Lucent Beam there. Bane used to sleep on Joe here. Joe has Eclipse. Oh no. Eclipse gonna get
lost
casted.
vision, but ROTK, is he gonna fall? Only one hit of Eclipse
3
goes
seconds.
on
Lift is 3 seconds. Frostbite coming out on Joe here. The call down from Syla gonna hit on 4 heroes here. Gyrocopter, Rocket Barrage gonna clean up the Luna. Sansheng going low as well. ZSMJ the heal, keeping him alive here. The nature's attendants keeping him alive earn charge as well. Are they going to be able to chase him down? Phase boots plus rocket barrage again. I think they will be able to get the enchantress skill.
Oh my god. The amount of damage that spell always does will never.
It does like
surprise me.
600 damage, right, at level 4.
It's insane, but like that was a really nice TP coming off of Salar and extremely good call down. Like as soon as the moment the eclipse didn't hit anyone because of fog, I think Tongfu just needed to back off. But obviously in the heat of the moment, you're thinking like, shit, we just used one of our most important spells and we didn't get the kill. We feel like we need to commit to this so that we don't, it doesn't feel so dumb. If you know what I mean, like it should have been a really easy kill.
Try to fix the mistake instead of just backing off.
Exactly.
Tends to
trying
happen.
to get something out of it, but yeah, and it just costed
Bottom
Tongfu
lane,
even.
Clockwork not gonna hit the hook shot. Well, like you said, it's gonna cost Tongfu even more not trying to back off there. So
yeah, like Luna could have been so farmed if it wasn't for that move that they just pulled. He was a bit ahead of the Garo, and had he got the kill instead of just like dying, like this could have been so good. But nonetheless, they will play on, and it looks like they will group up again with 3 guys at least on bottom lane. Luna ult will be up again in 50 seconds. So.
they need to just
gonna TP away top.
They need to just regain their momentum, I feel, after that loss, because that if they lose another fight again to the call down and the boat, that would have mean that all their early game advantage will be thrown away for nothing, and they just need to wait for a better timing. I feel RTK is gonna build into the mech. He's gonna have it pretty soon. Has 1,200 gold right now and a buckler completed. But Tongfu, no one is gonna be building a mech yet, I would say. Maybe the Clockwork. Enchantress doesn't seem like he's gonna go get a mech. Vici Gaming gonna smoke up here 3 heroes. The boat, the call down, and the Crystal Maiden is gonna come in here. X-Mark to start things out. Torrent as well. Boat gonna get casted, called out. Everything gonna get thrown onto the Luna. Luna is gonna go down. Lifestealer is here to try and get Sylar. Sylar's gonna get nice shot by Kabu. Oh no, they might pay with their lives here. Kabu has a haste rune, so he will be safe here. Super gonna get chased down by ZSM here with that impetus. Sansom gonna come in from the side there. He's gonna try and maybe help his team get one more kill. No one is near to be seen here. FI already gone way far away from the fight. RTK rotated towards middle lane to try and get some more farm. So it was a Kunkka and a Gyrocopter that went down just for the Luna. Very good trade for Tongfu.
Yeah, really was. Like that looked like it was good for VG because they got the Luna and Garo was gonna get away, but all of a sudden Kabu, the man, hooks in. Very nice play coming off from him and netting 2 core heroes. So
Mecha will be completed on RTK. This would be a really crucial item, so they would want to make use of the item as soon as possible. Midas picked up by Crystal Maiden. Tongfu has no Midas right now. Do you think the Enchantress should have gone for Midas this game, or you think he made the right decision getting the urn? And this was what we talked. I asked you like the other day when the Enchantress got the Midas, and I was asking you, what if he would have gotten an urn? It was IG Banana. What if he would have gotten an urn and trades?
In my opinion, going for the Midas in this game could have been a bit difficult because of Tongfu's heroes. With Nyx and Luna, I think both of those heroes need a bit of space to actually farm up, and they can't create their own space. So maybe a Luna sitting in the jungle farming up Midas and still like sitting in there farming the neutrals probably wouldn't be so good for Tongfu's lineup, since they have like 2 really heavy farm dependent heroes that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the urn and power trades are the better decision, but
I'm not so sure how effective.
You know what? You could also say that if they don't get punished, the Midas is always gonna be a good thing, but it's a risk that you need to take.
Yeah, exactly. Like VG are gonna do a lot of early game stuff here because of the spells, like Kunkka and Garo, like they're gonna abuse the cooldowns of these ultimates. So I don't think the Midas is gonna be able to handle it, but at the same time, I don't know how effective this Enchantress will be with just Tread's Urn and going into the late game.
Wow, the smoke gang of Tongfu. Vici Gaming gonna run over to their own jungle. They might get caught out here, but they have the advantage of the mech. RTK gonna get lifted here. Hook shot onto Fenrir as well. Fenrir is gonna go down. The boat gonna make Fenrir a little more tanky there. Wow. Fenrir brain step as well made him so much more tanky. Sylar drops his call down here, not gonna hit anything. The homing missile gonna come in. ROTK, a lot of kill spray, a lot of kill spray. Wow, Torrent on 2 heroes there. DSMJ and Moo. Moo's gonna try and infest. No, he doesn't have infest. Actually, it was on cooldown. DSMJ gonna go down as well. That fight, he didn't even have to use his mech. And
yeah,
they still won it so convincingly.
They could just pick him off and go, but he didn't see the Kuka and the other heroes from Vici.
And you know what? One more thing as well. Like the Bane was so tanky because of the brain sap and the boat, and battery assault wasn't at level 4, so they took some time to kill the Bane. They took some time.
Exactly, and during all that time, Vici was just focusing them down. So good spell bonus.
After that fight, T-Ben, it's a 3,000, almost 4,000 XP advantage. It's actually 4,500 now. The graph just got updated for Vici Gaming.
Yeah.
And the gold graph is almost close to nothing.
Yeah, that's the most important part, I think, in this game at least. Like with the two lineups, Vici and Tongfu's, the XP graph will probably tell more of a story than the gold will. At least for now.
Yeah.
At this early stage of the game.
And you know what? Super has opted to go for the 2 points in X Mark only. So he's gonna start his combination by X Mark, Torrent, and Boat. Boat is gonna be the last spell casted.
Yeah. So it looks like Rubik might be. And actually, Torrent 2 is pretty good spell for Rubik to steal. Very safe.
Indeed. He has his own setup. Lift into the Torrent.
You never expect it.
Yeah.
You never expect the Rubik Torrent 2, so it's gonna be doing a lot of work, I think. But this Boat, man. Oh boy, they're looking to initiate.
Luna has BKB, Gyro has BKB, so things are even up among the two carries, T-Ben. But Moo doesn't have his armlet yet, and the most crucial thing is the mech on ROTK, and no mech inside for Tongfu. Torrent gonna come out there from the Rubik, gonna take down some of Sylar's help. Well, X Mark, Torrent, Boat, Rubik's gonna go down first. No Boat gonna get stolen here. Clockwork gonna hook him with the Life Stealer here.
Joe with the BKB on.
The BKB Eclipse gonna pick off the Luna. Sorry, not the Luna. The Bane Elemental. ROTK is gonna go down to the Impetus. Super gonna get Lucent Beam up. One more Impetus. He needs one more Impetus. No mana for one more Impetus. The Earn Charge. The Earn Charge. He's gonna go down.
And FY2. Oh man, Sylar is just gonna have to sit there and watch all of his teammates melt.
His Midas got punished there.
Yeah, that was a really
Midas not on cooldown and you die.
That was a really good counter initiation coming from the
Clockwork.
Yeah, really nice, and just gave enough time for the Luna to TP in, BKB ult, and all of a sudden VG are starting to run and Enchantress is starting to hurt.
I feel like the item builds he ran was
yeah,
really,
they're paying off now.
They're just paying off, not getting the Midas on ZSMJ. If he had the
yeah.
Midas, he wouldn't have enough damage output there in the fights to win it. So
I think
it was a really good decision.
To be fair, I think he would probably have more damage output, but like the idea is that he probably wouldn't like. He would be targeted more. Like
I think he wouldn't have enough mana though, because if you went for the Midas, you might not have either one of the items, your Earn or the threats. So hard to say.
But now he's gonna be pretty close to that Aghanims actually, and that's gonna be so key. I think he got a few kills in there too, so it's gonna be quite good.
Might be in trouble here. ROTK gonna get open wounds up, needs to teleport out. Yeah, he is indeed gonna teleport out. Bottom lane, Super gonna be hunted by this Rubik with the invisibility rune. Might be able to lift him, steal the Torrent, cast it out. Nope, just gonna try and steal a spell. Wow, he actually got the ghost ship. Man, hookshot. FY gonna get hookshot here. Midas not gonna save you, dude. FY. Kabu's gonna punish the support here. No, Bane is gonna
save him?
Bane is gonna come in actually. Not FY is actually not gonna get punished.
Dead.
Kabu is actually trying to get the kill alone. And
I don't know, man. That's level 2 battery assault that you went on a Crystal Maiden with, and that is not gonna fly, bro. That is not going to fly.
Yeah, I keep thinking like the battery assault is gonna kill the Maiden, then oh yeah, Kabu max his rocket.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks for them. This game is actually starting to get really interesting because, like, I'm looking at this Ench now, and she's gonna become part of the core as soon as the moment that she gets this Aghanims, it's gonna do a lot of work. And even through the boat, like this accent is gonna hurt like a bitch. So
Yeah, he's gonna deal a lot of damage. Mu gonna try and
extended.
open wounds up Super, but Super has Shadow Blade. Here comes the stacking of the Ancients once more by Fenrir, going to give RTK more farm later into the game. He's currently completed his threats, Ogre Club and Mac.
Maybe they'll just give it to Salah. Like he is falling behind a lot now. Like there was only like a 200 gold difference or something like that a bit earlier, but with the fight lost on the mid lane, Joe has been getting really far ahead. But
Yeah.
I think someone should be also like stacking for dire side.
Kabu gonna find RTK. Oh, missed the hook!
That
He missed the hook. Oh boy, that could have been costly. Mu comes out from the infest here. Gonna go on RTK. RTK needs his mech. Needs to pop his mech. Needs to pop his mech. The boat gonna get thrown out by Rubik as well. Here comes the Eclipse and the Impetus. RTK still alive, still running. The call down gonna buy him some space there to escape. He's still gonna go down to the urn charge here behind. Torrent gonna hit the life stealer and the Rubik, but no one's gonna go down at the moment for Tongfu. They're gonna take a 3.
Nice rocket onto F1.
Oh, he actually got the rocket to pick up the Crystal
That
Maiden.
was so good. You know why? You know why I felt was so good? It's because the Rubik had the boat to the fight,
Yeah,
and it really saved them.
The boat indeed was crucial.
Yeah. They went on the Bristleback, who was facing away from Tongfu, and the boat was there. I just saw him taking like no damage, but the moment that Rubik's boat came out, like VG started deal, and the Nyx was able to also get away in time, and that was really nice for Tongfu. And then the Bristleback did die to the urn when the boat effect was running off. So really big win.
He's gonna complete his axe after ZSMJ. He's gonna be really painful now towards the enemy team. Oh, Rocket!
Nice.
Gonna scout out Sylar. Sylar gonna get hook shot by Kabu here. Kabu gonna pick off the main carry of Vici Gaming there. Very valuable pick off indeed by Kabu. Missing the hook on the Bristleback earlier, but he totally redeemed himself with that pick off of Sylar.
And it looks like he has mech. Yeah, he does. His mech is still on the courier for Kabu here. And wow, how this game has turned in like the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, just take a look at the graph. You know what happened.
Oh yeah, like this is such a big win for Tongfu here, and Luna is just getting further and further ahead of the Gyrocopter now.
Luna is
Like
still
2K ahead.
Luna is 20 CS ahead, but the net worth shows that Luna is actually almost 2,000 gold, 1,400 gold ahead of Gyro. Still a manageable lead, I would say. But as the game prolongs longer and Tongfu wins more fight, they will be able to snowball even harder.
Yeah, he is 2K gold ahead, and he's got not your below. Okay, he's gonna finish up that Manta, but actually the courier didn't pick up his recipe. Okay, it's good.
Yeah, Joe is gonna be close to level 16 as well. That would be the goal time, I say. Get your level 16, complete your Manta, and use your Aegis to push a tier 2 tower. That's the perfect timing for them to go. They're just going to wait for the Manta style. Maybe use a smoke. Do they have a smoke? Gem is going to be picked up by Enchantress as well. So a lot of items already on Tongfu. The mech, the gem, the BKB, the Manta on Luna. The lifestealer has Armlet Sanj as well. So this is a really prime time for Tongfu to go and try and take a fight against Vici Gaming. I would say I'm really afraid for Vici Gaming. Even with the call down and the boat, I feel like they're still really a lot of work to be done for Vici Gaming supports to be able to win the fight. Like the Crystal Maiden ultimate, the freezing field, and the Fiend's Grip are so crucial right now.
Yeah, and we can see that Kabu has a sentry too. He's gonna look to try and
hook shot.
Oh,
the dragon's blocking.
Get anyone here?
The dragon.
They can even get the Bristol back.
No, the dragon. The dragon was blocking the path towards the Bristol back.
Yeah, that really sucks for them. Probably the best target for the Clockwork to hook onto would be the Kuka, because they can just burst him down immediately with the Nyx and the Sentry Ward. So actually, he just used the Sentry Ward. Oh, never mind. But still, they should try to hook onto the.
I actually feel maybe if you pick up the Bane right from the bat, it could be also a good engagement. Like the Bane will be a really huge. A nuisance. Hook shot gonna go in on Sylar. Sylar's gonna go down right away. Nightmare gonna be casted on Kabu. Kabu gonna get slowed down by the ghoul. Buyback by Sylar. They need to get out here. Damage already done onto Vici Gaming.
X onto Sansheng.
X map. Sansheng's gonna get Torrent up. Gonna eat a splash from the Tidebringer.
More health. More health on
Luna
Sansheng
ultimate
here.
gonna come out here. Fenrir gonna grip on Mu. But his ultimate's gonna get cancelled there. Syla's gonna use his BKB. Call down as well. Aegis gonna get popped by the Luna. He's in a really horrible position. Lucent Beam gonna finish off ROTK here. Rocket Barrage dealing so much damage.
So low.
He needs to run. He needs to
man.
run. Manta. He needs Manta to dodge the homing missile.
He can. He got this. He got this. Joe,
Yeah,
you
he
got
got this.
bro.
3 seconds.
You got this. Come on, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Oh,
Oh no! He failed. Oh no! He has to be like so perfect to dodge the homing missile. It's actually difficult, but poor Joe.
He's
But
still running.
looks like
He's
they
still
might
running.
actually be able to
He's
turn
still
this.
running. Oh
It could
boy.
be a problem that.
Well, the homing missile
He didn't
actually
dodge
helped
it.
them. The
Yeah,
homing
it
missile
really
actually
did because
helped them.
Vici ended up chasing really hard, and everyone just
Shot.
Tongfu healed up from the urns too.
Yeah, healed up
Wow.
from the urn, healed up from
What
the
a turn
Nature's
of
attendant.
events, man.
Okay,
Wow, dude. Like,
maybe he had a plan.
all plans to not dodge it, but yeah, like not dodging it made it so that he got 2 kills for his team, so that's a big deal. Sansheng actually lived with 4 health. Actually, every single hero on Tongfu's side that lived with like a sliver of health. Like they just barely got out, and that's Gyrocopter and Bristleback both died after buyback. So 2 diebacks coming from BG's side, and
Oh no.
that's gonna set them back a lot, man.
Why are they having some sort of breakdown right now? I feel like they are collapsing.
This is really, really bad news for Vici because, I mean, you know what we said?
Being
Their
late,
tournament line, man. Their tournament.
being late and getting
Yeah.
a default loss, and the
Like-
game started out like this, man. Like sometimes you need one game to settle into your form, your tempo,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
you being given a 1 game penalty, which allows you no room for error, and Vici Gaming there, you are really not supposed to be late, but it clearly is affecting them in some way. They are not as sharp as they used to look like.
Yeah, and you can see that VG is also like they've been overextending in a lot of scenarios. Actually, Tongfu has been also overextending, but like this game has just been chaotic as hell. So I guess if 2 teams are both overextending, then you can't really say it's overextending, huh? It's just regular play coming
No,
out
no.
from both
It's
teams.
like the heat of the moment.
Yeah, it's just like a land game, and you're like, yeah, just get them, kill them all, like ROTK would say. So
ROTK doesn't say kill them all. He says some stuff that are even meaner than those. Pretty sure you know.
ROTK, man.
He does it
Let's
to
just
he does it to
definitely-
disrupt the enemy's morale.
Yeah.
So Tongfu is
So-
gonna group up as 5 right now after winning that last fight. They're gonna try and further extend their advantage. Kabu's gonna be bringing a valuable cargo here with the lifestealer inside him, but Luna's gonna TP out and push out the top side.
Valuable cargo.
Yeah, valuable cargo. Maybe I should say dangerous cargo.
An explosive bomb inside the clockwork.
Yeah, dangerous
not
cargo
want to
is
beat it.
it's more like the appropriate way of describing it. ZSMG are gonna come in here along with Rubik. They're really far behind, but won't really matter. I don't think Vici Gaming are going to look to contest to defend this tower.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna just be easy tower for Joe here.
They cannot fight outside the map anymore. They need their high ground advantage, and hopefully Super will be able to come out with his BKB. Syla gonna get a hook shot. The Lucent Beam actually set things up. Whoa,
Wow.
Syla's gonna go
Yes,
down
sir.
again. That mech is not gonna save Syla.
And
ROTK is going to go down as well.
Deep
This might be Rax. This might be Rax. Oh well.
This is going to be Rax. Both of those heroes bought back in the last fight, and now they're dead for a really long time.
Oh boy. This is no buyback on Gyro, no buyback on Bristleback. There's buyback on Kunkka, buyback on everyone else.
The only thing they have going for them is that they have a Vivo for the Luna. So and
Oh, the boat's
Joe?
gonna come in here, gonna try and slow down
They can
the.
earn.
Did they steal the boat? Yes, Rubik stole the boat. Oh, this is so bad for them. Oh boy. Rubik has go shit.
Now, even if even once Bristleback and Gal revive, like this is still gonna be a big problem. Like they still have Luna ult and they have boat now, so
Rex is gonna go down for sure here. Oh my god,
What
this is
is
such a
that?
huge turn of events, and Roshan is gonna spawn in about 1 minute. This is prime time. You know what?
And
You know
Joe,
what?
man.
They're just gonna go Roshan and they'll have both for the next fight and Aegis.
This is so big. And Joe's gonna have what? What did he buy here? Reaver?
Eagle Song?
Eagle Song? Okay, he's gonna go for the butterfly instead of the satanic fold. So
I think Butterfly
for
is the
that,
Butterfly is more likely a more suitable scenario since you're gonna get the Roshan. The Aegis is actually up now.
right. Yes. With
So
the Aegis, for sure, the butterfly would be a better decision. Yeah.
yeah, you don't need that defensive item anymore. Vici Gaming, if this smoke gang fails, I would say the game would be most likely over for them already.
Oh boy, this is one of those desperation smoke gangs, man. They don't want to give this Roshan. Like, if anything, if they can get a few kills here and they just take the Aegis
Oh
on
no,
Zara,
Life Stealer
give-
gonna rage up as well. Oh, gonna get Fiend's Grip. Where is the Clockwork? Clockwork not gonna cancel. Oh, he's
The
gonna cancel
bull-
the Fiend's Grip in the cogs there. Kabu, the man of the moment, gonna pop his mech. Joe gonna cast his Eclipse as well. BKB is on the gyrocopter on the Luna. Shang Tsung's gonna come in as well. Try and steal something. He's gonna lift Syla back. Syla seems to be in all sorts of trouble
in
here.
chat.
Bristol back gonna go down. This is it. This is game, Theban. Vici Gaming, they're in such a horrible spot right now. This
Dude,
is
they
gonna
had
be a
5
game-changing advantage.
They had 5 heroes on that clockwork and they couldn't
Oh
kill
no,
him.
Super gonna get Lucent beamed up as well. He's gonna go down and oh my god. This is GG.
Wow. BG must be so frustrated right now with everything that has happened
The
to them.
the EMS
Okay.
champions out of G League. Or are they in the loser brackets or are they out?
No, that they're out. They're out. Like, that was kind of like the loser bracket.
Oh yeah, they are the third place team. So third place teams all end up in the losers bracket already
So
from the start.
people want to play Tongfu now. And
Are they? Is the game gonna start now? Or regular time?
is it? I
Let me
think
check.
it's tomorrow, isn't it?
No. It's let me check. I think it's about in 4 hours.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
It should be in 4 hours.
Are you
I'll
sure
double
about
check.
that?
I'll double check and let you know after this. So that's the end of the
Dude.
series. Steven, do you have anything to say about the game, or you just have
Dude.
to say punctuality is something important? Being punctual.
Yeah. Like, dude, just go early to the tournament. Set up there. Don't don't risk the whole freaking traffic thing. I mean, they live in China, so they should know what this traffic could be like. And being late, man, this is unacceptable, especially for games that happen on
Land.
TV.
Yeah. No excuses there. So that's the end of the game here. Theban, thanks for helping me out. So before we go into a break, please let us know. Please let everyone know where can they find you on your Twitter account, on your social media websites before we go.
Alright, well, you can find me at twitch.tv/1437. I'm streaming there quite often. I was streaming there earlier. And my Twitter is 1437x. And how about you, Winter? Where can I find you?
You can find me on my Twitter account, twitter.com/winterdota. My Facebook account is facebook.com/winterdota. So I'll double check the timings of the speed gaming match against Tongfu and I'll get back to
Yeah.
you real soon. So stay tuned, guys. I have a feeling that I remember seeing it. It's gonna be in tonight, in my tonight, not your tonight. So it's gonna be in 4.5 hours about there. So I'll let you know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned,
Okay.
guys.